Have you ever felt like no matter how much you make, you're just not getting ahead? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to forget about the usual budgeting tips and spreadsheets. We're going to dive deep into the real psychology behind wealth. Let's get into it.
Right off the bat, here's the big idea we're exploring. You don't have an income problem, you have a psychology problem. Now, that might sting a little, right? But what it's really saying is that the biggest thing holding us back isn't our paycheck. It's what's going on in our own heads. So, okay, if our income isn't the real problem, then what is? This is the question that could honestly change everything about how you look at money. Let's start peeling back the layers on what's really going on. So, our first stop is understanding your real money problem. And here's a hint, it has nothing to do with math. The real problem isn't something you're going to find on a spreadsheet or a bank statement. It's all about our secret motivations. It's about why we spend the way we do. And boom, this statement just gets right to the heart of it. A huge chunk of our spending is just performance. We're trying to look good for an invisible audience, a crowd that, let's be honest, is way too busy worrying about their own lives to even notice what we're doing. This is the psychology problem. So what do we call this thing, this need to perform? Well, it has a name, and just knowing its name is the first step to getting out of it. We're talking about the invisible status trap. And trust me, it is a powerful, powerful force. Okay, so here's the official definition. It's the habit of buying stuff not for what it does, but for what it says about you. It's when you shift from, I need this tool to do a job, to, I need this thing to show people who I am. It's a sneaky little switch in your brain that can absolutely drain your finances. You know what? Let's make this really concrete. Let's talk about a classic status symbol. You work your tail off, you save up, and you finally go out and buy that beautiful, shiny new Tesla. You feel amazing driving it off the lot. But what did you really just buy? And here is the brutal truth. People don't admire you for your Tesla. They just admire the Tesla. The respect, the admiration you think you're getting, it's all going to the car. You basically become an invisible driver for your own status symbol. See how flawed that logic is? That's the trap. Okay, so if chasing status is a dead end, what's the escape hatch? Well, the answer is this incredibly powerful and really personal concept, defining your enough. This is how you stop playing someone else's game and start building a life on your own terms. This chart just lays it out perfectly. Look, without an enough rule, you're on a treadmill to nowhere. The finish line keeps moving because your ego always wants more. But when you have an enough rule, the goal is clear, it's fixed. It's driven by your values, not your ego. And the outcome isn't constant dissatisfaction. It's freedom. The only question is, which side of the chart do you want to live on? And listen, enough isn't about being cheap or depriving yourself. It's about defining what freedom looks like to you. Maybe it's being totally debt-free. Imagine that feeling. Or maybe it's owning your time, working 4 days a week instead of 5. It could be a specific number in your retirement account, or just the pure freedom to pick and choose the work you do. These are real, tangible goals, not just shiny objects. So now that we have a real goal, how do we actually get there? Well, the path is not nearly as exciting as Instagram wants you to believe. In fact, the real path to wealth, the one that completely avoids the status trap, is all about embracing the surprising power of boring. Yeah, let's just be really clear about this. Getting rich isn't about that one lucky crypto bat or some viral meme stock. That's not a plan, that's a lottery ticket. Real, lasting wealth is built slowly. It's kind of like planting a tree. It's not exciting day to day, but it's built on a foundation that's way more reliable. And this right here, this is the secret weapon. Compounding. It's the slow, steady, almost magical process of your money making more money all by itself. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but over time it gets bigger and bigger, moving faster and faster. Compounding doesn't care about hype or drama. It just rewards consistency. It's the unsexy, absolute powerhouse of building real wealth. Okay, let's wrap this up by making it super practical. We're going to end with a simple but really powerful challenge you can do today. We're calling it the 24-hour status audit. It's just 3 easy steps. First, pull up your last few months of spending. Second, and be brutally honest with yourself here, circle every single thing you bought just to impress someone or to keep up. No judgment, just awareness. And finally, the most important part, write down what enough means to you. Right now, today,
what does your version of financial freedom actually look like?
And that's the final thought I want to leave you with. If you don't define what enough is, who will? Because if you don't set your own finish line, believe me, the world will. Advertisers, social media, your own ego, they are more than happy to set one for you. And it's a finish line that you can never, ever reach.